Raised by Wolves is a quiet sci-fi story about space colonization, futuristic religious zealots, milk blood, and dad jokes. This is Cinematire Short Raves, where I talk about a specific costume thing that I love and can't stop thinking about in a movie or TV series. Ridley Scott has been a machine the last few years. He's directed the beautiful biopic House of Gucci. Everyone but Jared Leto was great in that. He's an executive producer of Raised by Wolves, as well as directing the first 2 episodes. He also blamed millennials and our dang phones for his movie The Last Duel failing, rather than the fact that literally no one had heard of it, and when they did, didn't want to see another blasted movie about, checks notes, sexual assault. Wait, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were in that? Why? Okay, whatever. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, Raised by Wolves is an absolute joy. We follow 2 androids, mother and father, who in a future where the Earth is destroyed, travel to a semi-habitable planet with the hopes of raising human children and starting a thriving colony. Only one of their children, Campion, survives and he is cherished. This is a future with stark lines between the religious and atheists. When a group of religious zealots, the Mithraic, land, they want to destroy the androids, and then the androids, they just want to parent the kids they liberate from the Mithraic. Starting with the androids, when they land, it's actually their first time meeting each other. They have ultra-short hair and latex uniforms. It's a really simple look. They're wearing helmets that remind me of old sci-fi like Planet of the Apes or Metropolis. Don't get me started on how cool the Necromancer looks. We never see how they put on their outfits, we never see them get repaired, but unless the story is a carryover from the last episode, if it was damaged, it's usually fixed with no explanation. There's a scene where Mother takes an ultraviolet shower to get clean, but that's about it. This is interesting and I'd be curious to know how and why they do this. When the children are little, they also wear suits that look a lot like the latex suits that Mother and Father wear, and they wear helmets. I think their suits are likely performance knit, since it would be a nightmare to wrangle a kid into a latex bodysuit. But I like that while they're small, they dress a lot like the people who are raising them. I think it's an interesting touch. Character note, I love Mother and Father. Mother is genuinely nurturing and Father is so protective. They're probably 2 of the best androids I've seen in a show. Father is definitely my favorite. He reminds me a lot of Max from Humans, another favorite show of mine about androids. Max is also protective, big-hearted, and an android with a similar demeanor. If I did an episode about humans, though, I know it would just end up being about how much I love Gemma Chan. Wait, what was I talking about?
I'd say it's very well played.
Oh yeah, as the kids get bigger, Mother weaves fabric and constructs clothing for them. I love this. I rarely see this kind of thing, even in passing in sci-fi media, about building a civilization from nothing. There aren't enough scenes of people making their clothing from scratch, down to the fabric. The androids are raising the children in the image of their creator, who is an atheist. Thanks for your exposition, Mother. The Mithraic, the religious zealots, wear clothing that evoke images of the Crusades and the Knights Templar. They have a monotheistic religion that worships a god named Sol. These costumes, while reminiscent of the Knights Templar, don't quite look like their straight-up historical clothing. They have armor that, while painted silver, looks to be contemporary military armor. They have molded sole shoes. Their jackets and smocks have the essence of looking like old garments, but the techniques are clearly contemporary. I reference these costumes in my Wheel of Time video, which will hopefully be out after this one, when describing the aesthetic of the Children of Light. The children Mother and Father take from the Mithraic are wearing soft jumpsuits with the symbol of Sol. When they land, they're wearing hoods and look kind of similar to, but less streamlined than the original 6 children of Mother and Father when they were little in their little bodysuits and helmets. They eventually dress like Campion and Mother's handmade clothing, and in Season 2, all the kids change clothing to the apple green of the Collective, an atheistic colony. I like the idea of singular colors for a group of explorers. It makes it easier for the garments to be cared for, find people from far away, and identify folks in your own group. Everyone's clothing looks like it's been lived in for a while. Fabric soft from repeated washing, body soil, and small tears from wear. I love stories about space colonization where they aren't taking over someone else's planet. I love watching them grow food and farm and do mundane things, but it's futuristic. I think it's probably my love of JRPGs and mundane side quests.
The red snakes are always making a racket upstairs. Okay. So I should find 3 items?
I plan on doing a longer video in the future, fully breaking down everything since I know I missed some stuff, but this is futuristic storytelling told right through clothing, and I didn't want to go a second longer without talking about how much I like it. It's a lot of future, a little past, weird hair, no makeup so you can't place the time. I love the aesthetic of the show, the story, the music, just all of it. Thank you for checking out this video. Please like and comment. Thank you to my patrons for being amazing. I appreciate you and couldn't do this without you. Now until next time, be fancy, be adventurous.